Local businessman Sidney Torres says he came up with an idea on how to stop the gun violence on Bourbon Street. Kimberly Kurth is live now from the French Quarter with more.
Torres says he would like to see security similar to what you see at the Superdome or at Jazz Fest here at entry points to Bourbon Street. Another fatal mass shooting on Bourbon Street. This time, 10 people were shot, 1 killed. New Orleans businessman Sidney Torres saw the news and came up with an idea, one that he says would just be a short-term solution.
We have to get control of this little bitty area, which is like the cash register for one of the largest revenue generators for the city and partly for the state.
Torres created the French Quarter Task Force and invested $600,000 of his own money to get the security program off the ground. Now he would like to see security check for weapons at entry points to Bourbon Street. But he says those checkpoints would only be utilized during big events.
I'm not talking about the whole French Quarter. I'm talking about an area that has been over and over again had issues with gun violence with people who shouldn't have guns.
The idea is a reality on the mini version of Bourbon Street in Memphis. On Saturday nights during the peak season, the Beale Street Merchants Association funds security that uses metal detector wands to screen patrons as they enter Beale Street. And on Saturdays in the summer, those patrons pay a $10 fee, $7 of which goes back to them when they buy a drink, for example. The other $3 helps pay for that security. We talked with a tourist today who is from Memphis and familiar with that security.
I just stand in line and you just get carded and wanded and that's it.
Other tourists we talked to also tell us they wouldn't mind going through a security checkpoint to visit Bourbon Street. Some say it would even make them feel safer.
I can't see that being a problem, no. As someone who doesn't carry a gun, I'd feel more safe knowing that other people aren't as well.
I'd feel more comfortable having a good time on Bourbon Street.
Torres says he would even be willing to pay for a pilot program to help implement his idea.
I think business leaders get together. I think we all sit down in a room with the political leaders and we come up with a solution. I think you're looking at between $6,600 to $10,000 for a 12-hour shift to cover this area, but you're only talking about 6 to 8 times a year. You're not talking about every day.
We also spoke to the owner of the Tropical Isle bars. He says it's a good idea. His only concern would be addressing long lines at those security checkpoints. We also reached out to the mayor's office about this story, but they have not gotten back to us yet. For now, reporting live from Bourbon Street, Kimberly Kurth, Fox 8 News.